Hello, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week. I am Titania, and I will be reading the cards today. We are looking for the energies, what we need to know personally and collectively for the week of November 12th, finishing on the 19th. I invite you to take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, pull yourself into this present moment. Wherever you are across time and space, you are here with me now. Just see a tree root coming down out of the base of your spine, grounding you in this present moment, anchoring you here and now, knowing that that conduit that is connecting you to dear Mother Earth is also a channel through which anything that no longer serves you can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for new growth. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I am here with all your other children who are tuned in to this reading. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive right now, and to provide that to everyone listening in a manner that they will easily and effortlessly hear, understand, and integrate for their highest and greatest well-being, and the well-being of anyone whose life they touch. I call upon my higher self and the higher selves of all those listening, as well as an overlighting angel of communication, to be present and facilitate this exchange, ensuring that it happens in the highest and clearest and best way possible for the highest and greatest good, and that we address all that is in our collective heart and mind at this time in the window of this reading today. I'd also like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us, creating a sacred container of light, of clarity, of wisdom, of transformation, of healing, of upliftment, of empowerment. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. Thank you for coming. Anything that doesn't match the frequencies of light, of love, of clarity, of wisdom, of transformation, of empowerment, of healing, of whatever it is that is uppermost in our hearts and minds collectively, is welcome to go now. So let's get to the reading, shall we? I hope you're all well. Our intentions with this reading, of course, is to pull through what we most need to know right now for our collective highest and greatest good, and our personal good, because it's the same thing. When we live our personal good, everyone benefits. Okay. Recent past, the influence is waning, but it continues into our present, into our future. We have the card of signals, the 8 of Wands. Creativity, inspiration, and passion. Looking for our passion. Looking for those signals, those inspirations, those triggers to our happiness, to our well-being, to our creativity, our passion, our generative capacity. This is sitting in our recent past, so its influence is important. It continues into our present and into our future. But there's this energy of letting our inspiration speak to us, letting it carry us, let it pull us forward. This keeping our eyes open for what inspires us, keeping our eyes open for what is uplifting to us, and letting it feed us and nourish us is very, very important. The present card this week, we have the card of defeat. Don't let yourself be dismayed. As you probably know, if you've been watching me for some time, even the darkest cards are important for us. So with this card, what we need to pay attention to is, even though the name of the card is defeat, we see that this person is still standing, and they're standing on a rose, which is symbolic of love. And they're standing with their arms up, warding off all this incoming energy. This card is reminding us that our place is we need to stand in love. And when we stand in love, we have whatever it is that we need to be resilient in the face of adversity. So the name of card of defeat, the name of the defeat is not, it's not truly what this is about. This is more about us recognizing how resilient and capable and strong we are, regardless of how worn down and tired and thin we are. But also I want to draw your attention to the fact that these rays that are coming in, or these swords, because it is a card of swords, which is the level of the ideas in action, they're golden, which means that even though the adversity feels difficult and hard and is challenging to us, it is there to bring out our best. It is there to push us into our greater selves, to push us into expressing the highest and broadest and widest aspects of us. It's there as a gift to make us grow. So if we can reframe our experience from that more resilient perspective, we change ourselves from being victims to being active, proactive, co-creative components in our lives rather than reactive and victim. Does that make sense? So in our present, we have to pay attention to how are we responding to the adversity in our field, and are we seeing it as the gift and the possibility that it is? Are we looking from a place of love and realizing that this is for our greater good, that it is pulling us into our greatness, into our greater capacity for who we truly are, founded on this passion, this creativity, this generative energy? Who are you? What are you enlivened by? What brings you to life? Letting that nourish you and inform you and help you to stand in this place of love as you reframe your current experience into one that is resilient and empowering. Because all adversity is an opportunity. We can wallow and in the pit of despair around it and be defeated, or we can stand in our power, take that deep breath, land in a place of love within ourselves, and look at our lives again from a new place, and realize that no matter how great the adversity is, and please don't misunderstand me, I appreciate that so many of you are going through incredible times, but what is the gift in it for you? What is the opportunity in it for you? Where is the reframe? Is this your chance to step forward in life in a way you never have before, but you've secretly been longing for? Go to those places inside you. Go to that passion, that creativity, that generative energy. Let it start to nourish you and whisper the answers to you about what you need to do, about where you need to be putting your life force and energy, because we're all essential. And again, the adversity is like the birth canal. It's pushing us, it's squeezing us, it's forcing us to become more than we were, so that we shine more brightly on the planet and we show up more intentionally, more fully. We're breaking out of paradigms, conditioning that we've been brought up with. It's a tremendous opportunity, and if you can find your way to looking at it that way, it will empower you to finding terrific solutions to your life. Okay, in the near future, we have the card the King of Wands. This is related to the astrological signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. But again, wands, creativity, inspiration, and passion. And the king is the masculine maturation of this symbol, meaning that this masculine energy of more, practical, linear, has a plan, works the plan. This quality is in our near future around our generative creative energy. It's being really practical about it. It's having a direction for it. It's having an outlet for it. It's having it's taking our creativity into life in a way that's more practical and more expressed and assertive. Does that make sense? So that's the direction that we're heading in towards. It's this foundation of inspiration, reframing our current experience. It's going to create mastery in us in terms of our generative capacity. We're here to change this world. We're here to change the systems that are broken. We're here to produce new solutions and possibilities to move humanity forward. And this is what this card is all about. It's about owning that generative power and that capacity to bring more light and life to the planet at this time. So wands, it's the suit of fire. So think about that generative fire energy, and how do you be that in your life? And as you touch the lives of those around you, holding that energy of mastery, of light and life. The foundation card, why we're having the reading this week, you're going to love it, the Death card. Of course, the Death card is all about major transformation. It's all about profound endings and new beginnings. We have the caterpillar cocoons down here. For a caterpillar, when they weave that cocoon around them, that's it. Life is over for that caterpillar. but then it is transformed and it emerges as a butterfly and can fly, which it couldn't as a caterpillar. And so their whole perspective and life experience is transformed. This is where we are. This is why we're having the reading this week. We're in this place of deep transformation, of deep endings, of things going away that we thought might be there forever. This is a process. I don't think it's going to happen overnight. Radical things might happen overnight. We might have big transformation and endings that happen overnight. But we always have to remember that with the death card comes profound new beginnings. You have to end something clearly and cleanly before there can be room for something new to begin. And so this is the energy where we find ourselves this week, this energy of endings, of deep transformation, of letting go of what no longer serves us, of the past, of who we were, and opening instead to who are we going to be. This card here. How are we going to hold this generative life force on the planet and be all that we can be? Share all the gifts that we're here to share. Discover all the things, all the treasures that are in our being to be unfolded. That's what we're here to do. And that's all about following that enthusiasm, because that's the key. The inspiration, the signals, keeping our eyes open for what brings us to life and inspires us. So this is our reading this week. As I said, the foundation card is this deep transformation, the death card. It's a major arcana. It's important. Humanity is changing. We personally are changing. Collectively, we're changing. When the components, the individuals change, everything changes. So embrace the change. Embrace the possibility space that's opening up before you. Embrace this gift of looking at your life from a new lens and going, right, I wasn't happy there anyway. What would make me happy? And how can I live that into the world? How can I be that mastery of light and life, that source of generative power in the world? What's my own unique voice for that? And I'm not talking about world stage. I'm talking about you in your life being happy, fulfilled, expressed, uplifted, and enjoying your experience. It's all good things. Okay, so I think that's pretty clear for this week. So in the face of any adversity, in the face of what's coming towards you, find that reframe so that you can be strong. Stand in love, stand in resilience, and look at your life from that new perspective. Let's pull our card to grow on for this week. So what is it that we most need to know this week? Summarize this reading and take it forward with us. What is it that we need to carry within us, before us, as we go about our week, being all that we are? Our card to grow on, Creator. What is it that we collectively most need to know, collectively and personally? The card of balance. Okay, so this means nothing radical. Not doing anything too radical. This means finding your happy, centered, peaceful place. From that happy, centered, peaceful place will come the answers that you're looking for. Will come your resilience, will come your strength, will come your balance. This is a lovely card. Swords again, ideas and action. But this is, again, it's not about radical. It's about finding your peace. It's whatever you need to get to your peaceful, resilient space. And often, in my world, that means meditation or a walk outside in nature, giving myself the space that I need to stay grounded, to stay in my heart, to stay responsive rather than reactive. I've been a little reactive lately, I have to confess. But it's okay. We're human. I'm human too. It happens to all of us. But remembering that this balanced state is where our power is. We have it within us. We just need to return to it. So how do you find your balance? Maybe let me know in the comments below if you feel like sharing. So there's our card to grow on this week. I hope it's helpful. I hope this reading is supportive of your highest and best, your greatest unfolding. You're a wonderful cooperative component on this life journey. Never underestimate the role you have to play or the importance of you being you right now on the planet. That uniqueness is necessary for all of us, both to embrace our own and to recognize and accept it in each other. So with that, let's close with our prayer. And I wish you a beautiful week. Creator, this is your daughter Titania. I want to thank you, for this opportunity to do this reading this week. Once again, for our collective highest and greatest good, and our personal good as well. I ask that you be with each and every one of us as we navigate this week, as we continue to look for what brings us to life, what inspires us, what infuses us with life force and energy, and to be resilient in the face of whatever adversity we're standing in, to look out at the world and our experience from the lens of love, finding our way forward in a beautiful, resilient, and imaginative way, letting our inspiration guide us so that we can step into our power and be fully expressed in our light and in our love, masterfully and brilliantly. Help us navigate the changes. This death card that we were founded on this week, just help us to navigate that. The change, the transformation. Change can feel really scary. Help us to be courageous and brave and resilient in the face of these changes, understanding that we are unfolding into something even greater, that we will be flying rather than crawling. And thank you for the card of the week, that we may be balanced, grounded, peaceful in ourselves as we navigate the world, for our own benefit and the benefit of anyone whose life we touch. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to do these readings every week. I'm grateful to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for your good work. Thank you for being here on the planet at this time. We all chose to be here, so onward and upward, right? I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will look forward to seeing you again next Friday. Lots of love.